Alright, we're recording, motherfucker. But hey, listen.
You should have opened it with that, man.
You got a fucking hairstyle from 2005 and you're wearing a $5 t-shirt. Maybe that's why the guy at Best Buy didn't think you had any money to buy a laptop.
Oh, okay, speaking of t-shirts, look at your fucking t-shirt. Where'd you get that? A truck stop along with that hat?
No, but I tell you what I did do at the truck stop. I fucked your mom, the lot lizard.
Oh, really? Okay, well, the joke's on you because my mother has AIDS, okay?
Oh.
Are you recording?
Yes, I recorded. Howdy friendos, TheKrazyJason here, and welcome to my wacky emporium. I have no idea what I'm going to call this fucking video because there's so much to do and so much to talk about. I've got a special guest, a live guest with me tonight, and the reason why is because I've been going so insane, and now it's raining like crazy. Can you believe that? But yeah, we're going to talk about The Dark Knight Rises and, you know, Dark Knight. We're going to talk about that featurette, that 13-minute featurette that's been going around. We're going to talk about some Blu-rays and a lot of other shit. I don't know. It's just become overwhelming. But what I need to do first, the most important thing, and yes, it is thundering and lightning because God doesn't want us to make this video because we're a couple of demon seeds. But anyway, thank you, all you guys who did video responses to my last video, my top 25 most watched Blu-rays. And as promised, you know, I'm going to shout out all the names, and there will be links to all the channels in the underballs. So, you know, be sure to go and check out those videos, subscribe, you know, tell them that TheKrazyJason sent you and all that good mess. But before I shout these names out, I do want to say, if I was very thorough, but if I for some reason missed someone's video or something, if I screwed up your name, okay guys, so if anything went wrong, if I missed a video perchance, or, you know, I misspelled your name or anything, send me a PM. It wasn't personal, but I think I was thorough. I think I got it right. So here we go. Here are all the channels that did video responses to my top 25. And you be quiet. I haven't even introduced you yet, so just please sit there and entertain yourself with your fingers. Alright, 3Dub TV, Karate Popcorn, Dean of DVD, Tyler Preston 20, Mr. Spencer 3123, Con 8540854, Maddie Custatui, hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not going to spell it out. It'll be below. Rusty Boy 1985, if that's how you pronounce it. If it's not, I'm sorry. The Shack Man 22, Neo Vortex 13, Cookin' Basic 1, Shinigami 25L, probably mispronounced that all to hell. Mike 2147. You like the thunder? Yeah. Shock and Awe. Speaking of, you know, thunder. 123. Shock and Awe 123. Mofo Talks Movies. The Fox 011. Aid the Bloody. Cowboy Bill 1978. And Alone is Alone, Not Alive. Alright, so like I said, you know, look below, go, watch the videos, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now I need to introduce you guys. Whoa, did I just whistle? Did I talk whistle? Okay, so tonight's special guest is, surprise, surprise.
Whoa!
Woo! What a surprise! Yeah, Cobra Kai.
It's not Cobra, it's Cobra Commander.
Oh, fuck, I got my movies.
Fucking Johnny from the Karate Kid, okay? Even though mentally I'm a big bully who picks on people who are smaller than me to make myself feel like a big man.
You really do, and you try that shit with me, but it doesn't work, and it gets you really flustered. All right.
I'll sweep your fucking leg, old man.
I'll sweep your dick right off if I can ever find it.
What? That fucking broom on the front of your face?
First order of business is, I don't know if you guys have seen this 13-minute Dark Knight Rises featurette that's been going around. But I saw it about 3 or 4 days ago, and man, Let me tell you, I was excited to see The Dark Knight Rises before, but that really set my nads on fire. I don't know about you, but
yeah. I'm surprised they're releasing this much info about the movie. It's, you know, Christopher Nolan's always so secretive. It's like, I think that Warner Brothers is maybe twisting his arm, or they must have something over him to make him do this, because this is more than...
Personally, I think it's genius, because what it made me do is it made me go immediately and watch The Dark Knight and become 10 times more excited for this movie than I already was, so...
See, I watched The Dark Knight like just the other day. The excitement was already there, but this, like you said before, didn't this seem like a bonus feature that would be on the
Bluray? Yeah.
What do you think about it, though? I mean, what was it in the feature that really reached out and
grabbed my nads?
Oh yeah.
Can I stop saying nads, please? Okay. Well, I think the main thing was just the scope of it. You know, they were showing building some of the sets, and they were talking about going back and looking at a lot of silent films for this movie, because the scale is so large and they're not using a lot of CGI, which is you know, yet another thing I love about Christopher Nolan. But we'll talk more about that later. What's the deal? How is this going to come off with a thunder? You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of relaxing. It's like it'd be like one of those CDs you buy at the dollar store, like those relaxing sounds that you go to sleep to, but it just so happens to have two guys fucking with squealy voices talking back and forth about Batman.
Why does it have to be from the dollar store? I was looking at scope of the production, you know, all the sets and all of the extras that they're using, you know, like thousands of extras, and they were talking about going back and looking at silent films, and in my mind that brought up an image from like Intolerance, the Intolerance is what I'm thinking of. It's a silent film that's got huge production, you know, massive scale sets and extras, and that got me jazzed. Just the way the featurette was produced with the music, you know, that got me excited. I don't know, man, what got you? Seeing Bane?
Yeah,
really,
Bane, man, Tom Hardy. I've seen him in the clips and the trailers, but there was a picture of him in this featurette, just a 2-minute picture, and I don't want to sound... I mean, I do have a man crush on the man. He looks more like Bane in this one picture in this featurette than he ever has in any of the trailers.
He really does look like Bane, and like... he looks like a piece of concept art, doesn't he? And there was one clip they were showing when he was... I don't want to spoil anything, but obviously he and Batman are going to fist fight at some point. But he has this look in his eyes, you know, like it's just pure fucking evil, you know, just really disturbing.
Fucking, the venom went to his fucking brain, man. Now,
so who else? So we've got Catwoman. Catwoman in the equation.
Yeah, Anne Hathaway. What do you think about when they first said Anne Hathaway was Catwoman?
I thought weak.
Really? I thought she's... Physically, I like the way she looks, but...
I just didn't think she could pull it off physically, you know. Like in an...
off, man, that tight black suit.
Yeah, they should have just brought in Halle Berry, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Let her redeem herself.
And just don't even make Bane the villain. Make fucking Sharon Stone the villain.
But so we've got Catwoman, but no Robin. Where's Robin? No Robin in Nolan's universe, right?
I'll tell you what I like about the featurette, though, and I'm surprised they showed so much of it. They show the Batcave quite a bit.
Yeah, and they were showing the construction of that too. Did you notice that in the time lapse?
Yeah, you literally see the whole layout and what everything looks like, and I was very it kind of surprised me.
It worries me a little bit because they said a good portion of the film, or a large portion of the film rather, takes place in the Batcave, and I don't like that. I mean,
yeah, he technically said underground, so
I don't like underground stuff too much. I'm sorry, I just don't. I like, you know, I love, like, you know, Dark Knight. You know, I mean, all the city shots and everything that goes on above ground. You know.
But you know, it is a 3-hour movie almost. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes, 46
really?
minutes.
I heard it was over 3 hours. I didn't know.
No.
Okay.
I think you're thinking of the original cut that they talked about weeks ago. But no, the final cut's 2 hours and 40-something minutes.
Okay, yeah, because I read an early review from somebody who saw it like a month ago. At that juncture, it was over 3 hours, so he chopped a good half hour out of it, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I would love to see a 3-hour Batman, but I don't think we're going to go for it.
Okay, guys, so what this featurette did for me is it got me really excited to go and watch The Dark Knight, which I haven't seen. It was on my list of most watched Blu-rays, but I haven't watched it probably in a good 6 months. So I sat back, you know, right dead center of my plasma, man, cranked up my surround sound, and just immersed myself in that world. And it was just, once again, it was nad tingling, you know. And I got so excited. I can't imagine the scale of The Dark Knight Rises if it's supposed to be even bigger than The Dark Knight, because that movie is so huge.
Yeah, judging by that featurette and the way the set designers and producers were talking, he said it was the biggest movie any of them have ever worked on, and I think it's going to be the biggest production. I think it's one of the biggest productions in at least recent years. I can't think of anything that has looked bigger than that. I mean,
it's got a $250 million budget.
Jesus Christ.
$250 million.
It better be big, you know?
Just, you know, when they were showing that sequence, that airplane sequence where I guess Bane escapes.
It looked expensive.
Oh, God, it looked so good. I mean, it looked like Point Break when they're doing the airplane sequences.
No
except
CGI, no bullshit.
Yeah, no CGI, except, you know, even more intense.
No
A lot of people complain about Hans Zimmer and his score, but that's, to me, I love it. I love his score. I don't know if he dropped the ball in this new movie or something, but I hear a lot of people complaining about it in Inception and The Dark Knight, but I think it's part of what drives the fucking excitement of the movie along, you know?
Let's back up a second. People were complaining about Hans Zimmer's score for The Dark Knight Rises?
Yes, I have been to a lot of message boards. There's a lot of people out there complain about Hans Zimmer and his... Some people even go so far as to say that Hans Zimmer's score ruins Christopher Nolan's movies.
Okay, well... okay. Well, Jesus Christ, I'm at a loss for words right now. I just want to...
I hadn't heard that one before, huh?
Who the fuck are these people?
I don't know.
What are these people? What the fuck do they like? Hans Zimmer's score for... I'll just say this.
I like how he's hands to you, like Han Solo.
I like it. I call him Hans. Hans. I don't believe in the Swedish way of saying things. I believe in the American dumbed-down version. As I sit at my Walmart and eat my McDonald's saying it.
Yeah.
But, and I'm wearing cowboy boots, too, but that's besides...
Are you really?
No, I don't like cowboy boots. I'm not that fucking... I'm from Indiana, man. You know?
It's too flat.
I'm drinking pop, not soda, okay?
I'm drinking Coke, even if it's Pepsi.
I'm drinking pop. It sounds like a fucking new age drug that would be in a new Judge Dredd movie.
You're very old school Yankee, you know that?
I am, man. I am.
I like it, though, man. I wouldn't have it any other way.
No, okay. But Hans Zimmer's score for The Dark Knight Rises, from what I've heard, compared to The Dark Knight, to me, I like this new score better than his previous score.
Well, I hope it doesn't stray too much, because...
It's not, but it just, from what I've heard, it sounds more... His last score for The Dark Knight was very... It just had random noises that... They sounded good and they worked with the movie, but listening to that driving down the highway wasn't quite as soothing as his new score sounds, from what I've heard. It sounds more epic and more... It just sounds more smooth.
Okay.
I don't know. And I mean, to think about his themes, like from the movie The Rock, the main theme. I mean, I listened to that. I literally listened to that today. I listened to it when I went to the gym, and it made me feel like a hard-ass Marine, even though I'm, you know, a fucking draft dodger, so...
You know, you're a draft dodger, like it's 1971. The hell, man? This thunder is not... It may be relaxing to you because you're far away from it, but it's not relaxing to me. It's right over my head, like God is about to judge me for all my sins.
Oh, he already has.
He has.
He already has. You're paying the consequences right now. You just don't know.
I know. I'm surprised I climbed out of bed. Let's move on, okay? Because I think we're going to discuss Christopher Nolan and more about The Dark Knight on your channel.
Okay.
Move away from here, but let's move on with what I'm going to do here. I wanted to talk about the Woody Allen documentary. They finally put it on Netflix. Saved me $20 because I've just been dying to see it. I know this is right up your alley.
Of course, man. You know,
huge Woody Allen fan. I know. But the reason why it's okay to talk about it with you is because there's something about you that reminds me of Woody Allen. I can't put my finger on it, but every time I get in the shower, that's the thought that I have. But the Woody Allen documentary, it's a two-parter. It's pretty in-depth. It sort of makes up for no special features on any of the DVDs over the years that we have wanted. Because he really he goes pretty in depth, and Woody Allen himself actually takes you on like a walking tour of where he grew up in Brooklyn, and you know, he talks about, and you see behind the scenes footage from some of his films that you've never seen before. In particular, I'm thinking of this behind the scenes on the set of Sleeper, and Diane Keaton keeps cracking him up because she's so fun, which I agree, she is like the funniest woman to come out of the 70s. What does that even mean? Does that make any sense?
I don't know what the hell that... Women out of the 70s, though, they all looked a little run down, but in a good way.
That's sick, man. It's almost like a fetish for you. But you know they were hairy, right? Like
yeah,
full
I was
bush.
watching the movie Coma the other day with Michael Douglas, and the main woman in there, I forget her name, but I don't know, there was just something there. It just looked like you could go to like a disco and find a chick like that, and she would respect you.
She would respect you? Holy fuck.
Jesus.
You know what's scaring me right now is my air conditioner cut off. It's
fine, man. You'll be okay.
Oh, I'll be okay. Yeah. 105 degrees tomorrow, I'll be okay. $3,000 because it got struck. You know, $3,000 I don't have, I'll be okay.
You can cool down with the ice from that McDonald's cup.
Putting it between my legs.
Oh, man, that's good, man.
That's what I need to do, man, because when the balls get so laden from lack of intercourse, you need some ice to kind of, you know. You don't understand what that means, do you? Because you're constantly inseminating your girlfriend.
Listen, don't talk about that ball sweat as I take a gulp of fucking refreshing water. You know I have a lady friend. But... yeah, me too. But to be able to say, hey, guys, I just banged Tom Hardy, that would get you some street credit. Imagine a Batman banged Bane in the ass. Now that's respect you can't buy.
I don't know how we went from the Woody Allen documentary to that, but I don't think I can sit here and discuss a Woody Allen documentary with you, can I? No, let's just say, if you guys have Netflix, go and check it out. It's fucking awesome. And I definitely want to add it to my library one day next to all of the featureless Blu-rays.
When Gossamer's ashes, you can bang me in the ass.
Are you working on your Bane impersonation?
Yeah.
Okay, it's coming along. Here's some intel, guys. See, there's so much shit going on right now. There was a lull, what do they call it? Quiet before the storm, which is sort of ironic because it's storming around me right now. I like your fake laugh. Thank you for that. But anyway, I've got some intel on two fronts. One, the Criterion sale is officially on, baby, right now. And, you know, for those of you who don't know, 50% off at Barnes & Noble on all Criterion titles. Actually, I think they expanded it this time to include art house movies. I don't know exactly what the criteria for an art house movie is, according to them.
What is the criteria for an art house film, technically?
I think needs to be, I don't know, man. Something that made less than $500,000 at the box office.
And at least part of it has to be in black and white, and somebody has to smoke a cigarette.
I do think the artist is included in the sale, which is kind of cool because it's a new release. But I don't know, what does classify an art house film? You know, terms like art house film and indie film, those have become genres now. And an art house film used to mean a literal art house, like a cinema that you would go to, usually in New York, that specialized in bringing like foreign films or low-budget films or documentaries that you normally wouldn't see in a multiplex. And So those kinds of films, I think you would categorize as art house films. Smaller production films, dramas, low budget, you know, indie films. I don't know what to say beyond that. As I see, you're not even paying attention. I wish you could see this, guys. We need multiple cameras here because he's just looking at his computer screen and I'm just talking into the void.
You know, due to your lack of respect right now and courtesy, first of all, look at the camera. Look at the people watching you. I want them to see
the expression on my face.
What you really are.
Okay.
Art house film is a filmmaking style which is typically a serious, independent, aimed at a niche market.
Wow, you're amazing, John. That came right out of your brain, didn't it? Or did it come from Wikipedia?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Why don't you sit there slumped over in your fucking chair like a fucking dead...
Why do you always say I'm slumped over in my chair, man?
I get sucking on your fucking McDonald's cup talking for 40 minutes about Woody Allen movies.
I'll tell you what, man.
Pills, bitch.
This is actually Jack in the Box, but large Diet Cokes, fountain drinks from fast food places have sort of become like my bottle. Like my baby bottle, man, that I suckle on. This is the new teat for me. Since I have no companionship. I'm all alone here, man, in this castle.
Why don't you put those antidepressant pills that you take in the bottle and shake it around like a fucking rattle, since that's your bottle.
You're gonna rattle and it'd be like a cocktail, you know, that I slurp down. Maybe to kick in faster that way.
You're already wearing a diaper, so fuck it.
I like how you just openly talk about my usage of medications. Thank you. They don't call me crazy for no reason.
All right. And start. Wave your hands for the edit.
Cut here. Okay, now I would wear a diaper when Fallout 4 comes out, whether it's on the current platform, PS3 or whatever, or if it's on the next gen console. What am I? Suddenly fucking IGN spokesperson or something?
Yeah,
I mean, what am I? Alright, no, but when Fallout 4 comes out, I think I really will go the diaper route.
That's sad, man. You should at least have like a pickle jar sitting beside you to piss in. I mean, have a little self-dignity, you know?
A pickle jar so I can feel like a man?
Yeah, piss in a little pickle jar like Howard Hughes used to.
It's too much work, because then I gotta kind of scoot up to the edge of my seat, put the pickle jar and stick my entire cock and balls inside of it, you know? Because otherwise you could get... What if I have a split stream and one goes that way and hits my plasma screen?
That's just the risk you gotta take.
Men gotta have fun. Alright, let's move on.
Okay.
Alright, so the second piece of intel is a little bit more exciting in my opinion, and that's the Best Buy Upgrade and Save program. That's right, it's coming back Sunday. There are actually a lot of titles sitting there at the $9.99 price mark right now that I'm hoping to nab Sunday for $5. Blade...
Like Space Jam?
Huh?
Space Jam?
Well, I know you'll be picking that up, but no, not for me.
You know, I was just in Best Buy today, and I was looking at all the $10 titles.
Yeah.
And there was, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to go in there and spend like $80 just because I fucking can't help myself and I'm weak. But I didn't see one thing that really gave me goosebumps.
The Blade movies?
The
Blade movies?
Are you going to buy Blade 3?
Yeah, Blade Trinity. Yeah, I'll buy all three of them. Also, Gremlins 2. Could possibly nab that at $5 because it's currently $10.
Okay.
And I mean, there's probably about I'm not able to bring up the list in my head, but I know there's about 7 or 8 movies that I actually really want. So this sale is looking very exciting to me.
Is there a list anywhere online or anything?
Yeah, there is. You can go to, probably the best place to go is like Bluray.com. Go to like the forums or DVD Talk.
I can't find a fucking list anywhere, goddammit.
But for those of you guys who don't know about the trade and save, I'm sure almost all of you do, you can take any DVD, VeggieTales, whatever crappy, shitty DVD you have, as long as it was commercially produced and has the original artwork, and trade it in and get a $5 coupon or voucher or whatever that you can take off of any Blu-ray in the store that's $9.99 and up. trying to think. This video has been pretty much everything with the kitchen sink. I mean, I had so much to talk about, and I decided that the only thing I could do was to throw in the Joker.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You being the Joker, who's getting a little tired now.
I'm the, I'm just, I can't even think of a joke anymore, so what the fuck does that make me?
But now it's my turn to relax. I no longer have to be the MC, because we're going to go over to John's channel now. Click the link and go to John's channel. We're going to continue a discussion about The Dark Knight Rises and Christopher Nolan's other movies. So click that link and the discussion will continue. Again, thank you to all you guys who left the video responses. I enjoyed every single one. It's really interesting to get different opinions on, especially a lot of you guys picked the same movies because some movies just stand the test of time. Like, for instance, I noticed Stand By Me. I know you love Stand By Me, and I want to tell you, Stand By Me popped up more than just about any other film, save for like The Dark Knight, in these lists, in these video responses that I got.
For their top favorite Blu-rays or top favorite movies?
Their most watched Blu-rays.
Yeah, I could, okay.
Stand By Me popped up in a lot of these videos, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I agree with that, though. That movie, just something about that movie takes you to a better place.
Okay, so we're going to go over to his channel. Thanks again to all you guys. All the links will be in the underballs. As I said, I'm TheKrazyJason, and you've been in my wacky emporium, baby. Woo! I'm out, baby!